Unknown transforming robot. It's probably shit, but if I just been a quid, it really won't matter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Transformers Transformation Review Thingy. I'm your host, William Tapley, also known as the Third Eagle of the Apocalypse, or, oh my god, how did he slip through the net of the system? You know the guy I mean? Go and watch his videos. Don't subscribe, because he's really interesting. Interesting as in, may you live in interesting times, kind of interesting. He thinks he's a Christian prophet that has been mentioned in the Christian Bible. And really, really wonderful stuff. You know, it's all demons and angels and virgins appearing, and love it, absolutely love it. Oh, it's good stuff. I'm so happy that people like him exist. I think I am anyway. Just finished. I've got music going through my head because I've just finished this very day writing the music to Bo Stratagem for the Wolverhampton Grammar School. So if you're in the area, Wolverhampton-ish, come see the Bo Stratagem from next Wednesday at the Grammar School. I have written the music and I have performed the music. That's all good. But it's not that. The reason I'm telling you, well, I'm telling you because it's kind of cool. But I've just got this all day. The soundtrack to the last 2 days is just music going through my head. In my tiny, quiet moments, I can hear it very, very loud and clear. It's like there's an iPod set on repeat going on in the back of my head constantly. Thank you all for the birthday wishes, belated as they are. I'm not really I don't really go to town on my birthdays. I acknowledge them. It's nice. The only days of significance for me in the year is Christmas, really, because that's when you get your prezzies. That's the real day. Birthdays are great because it's an excuse to get friends around and drink lots of beer and hopefully get new bots. But the actual day of, going from 37 to 38 means next to nothing to me. It's fine. But today, ladies and gentlemen, some characters we think should never be repainted. For example, today it's Armada Predacon, and some of you may be thinking, who is Armada Predacon? You say I'm giving it away there because I'm thinking of who he is. He is a repaint of Beast Wars Transmetal Megatron. Predacon, that's nice. He's a very pregnant beast. Now, so it makes me a little bit sad that Transmetal Megatron, Beast Wars Transmetal Megatron, was repainted. Because you shouldn't repaint a Megatron. Megatrons are only ever repainted into Galvatron. This is, to my mind, the first time that a Megatron, the only time, not the first time, the only time that a Megatron has been repainted into another character. No, I'm about to lie. Or rather, I have just lied. Ich habe lying. Didn't the G2, the little hero Megatron, become Bludgeon? Yes, he did. Didn't he? Yes, he became Bludgeon when he entered RID. Didn't he? Yes, he did. So I was mistaken. So what I meant to say was, it was the last time that a Megatron was repainted into a character other than himself or Galvatron. But this is an interesting. The reason I'm not reviewing Transmetal Megatron, it's because I don't have him. I actually don't have him. There's an odd thing. See all those bots back there? There's about 700 bots, and some of them are up there, and some of them are in the other room. Dorian done a very interesting vid about the aesthetics and how to consider them classically and technically. And Dorian, I thought that was really good, really, really interesting. I have to listen to it again because you said the word classics a lot of time. Classics and classically. So I was really lost in the syntax quite a bit because you speak very, very fast anyway, like myself, which is all good and well. But something like that I need to listen to again. I got the vast majority of it, but not all of it. Also, it was a tiny bit technical for me, but I will get back onto it. Where was I? Oh Christ, I'm lost now. Dorian was doing this vid about aesthetics and classically and technically why they are classics or Generations or Hunt of the Decepticons. I find that really, really interesting. But why did I mention that? I can't actually remember. Oh, maybe I was talking about the fact that my movie bots. Oh, yes, that was it. I have all my bots on display in here except the movie bots that I keep in a special box in another room with the light off. We all know I hate them. So, moving on. So, Transmetal Megatron has been repainted. It's not Galvatron, and it's not Bludgeon. Okay, I missed that. I missed that boat a little earlier. I was initially a little disappointed to find that he was repainted, because I actually don't have Transmetal Megatron. I have all the other Megatrons in the world that you could ever want, and it just occurred to me today properly. I think really for the first time that I don't actually own Transmetal Megatron, and it's a glaring omission. I have the mold, but I don't actually have Transmetal Megatron, so I've got to acquire him. He will be got. But I was a little disappointed that Armada Predacon was a repaint of Transmetal Megatron. And then it's now and again I get I get a little excited, get a little interested in background, a little interested in the BG. And the reason I like the BG of this guy, and I will give it to you in a moment, just a little bit, not enough to do you any harm, is because he is he's as mad as a box of frogs. He really is. He is as mad as a piano. I'm reading from TF Wiki here. Chris McFeely won't mind. Do you, Chris? Predacon is a Decepticon from the Armada portion of the Unicron Trilogy continuity family. Predacon is a fanatic who experiments in the combination of organic tissues and standard Cybertronian robotics. I like it. He believes that through this process, Transformers can become far more powerful, and Predacon certainly packs a lethal punch. Though most Cybertronians find this idea repugnant, he was able to amass a cadre of loyal, fanatic followers. This group became big enough to be worrying to the Autobots, who even sent an agent deep undercover to keep an optic on them and hopefully even discover, just where his biomechanical technology, came from, which is one thing the boisterous and charismatic Predacon is remarkably silent about. Now, he is an occultist. Now, that looks good on a CV, doesn't it? Yeah, yes. Ray Curran, skills, occultist. I like that, yes. Previous employment, occultist. Look, it's a fine repaint, but it's just this is the Predacon from the Armada trilogy, from the Unicron trilogy, the repaint of Transmetal Megatron, and he's an occultist, and he comes with many cons. The silly thing is that his minicons are called Sideburn and Skids, and they're cars. Look at this. Okay, look at the minicon ports. These have been added. These minicon ports have been added. Let's take little Sideburn here and let's attach. Let's attach Sideburn, and now let's attach Skids to the. Whoa! Look at that. There he is. Oh, that's some kind of power up right there. Yep, that's some kind of power up. Oh, bless you, Takara. Oh my God, a Hasbro brother. But this is my personal favorite. This is my personal. Oh, it's fucking stupid, isn't it? Oh, I love Transformers. I can't take him. I just can't take him seriously now. What does he do in this mode? Well, he is a cybernetic T-Rex, obviously, and he can do the wonderful, hey man. I love doing that. Little bit of hand movement. The gimmicks here are nothing special. The tail does a nice bit of gyrating. That's quite attractive, actually. It's quite attractive. But of course, he does the thing that Megatron does, where you lift up his knickerbockers like so, and then you turn these into a little pair of roller skates, and he's just ready now, ladies and gentlemen, for celebrity celebrity come dancing on ice or whatever the fuck it's called. Of course, all we need to do now is to attach these in a really, really lovely kind of way, because of course all a good Predacon Armada occultist needs is a couple of cars stuck to the side of his body. So they're kind of being power up shoulder pads. This, why give him cars? Why give him fucking cars, really, you know? Well, the reason we give him cars is so this reviewer can laugh at it. Can absolutely laugh at it. It's a nice alt mode. You see this shit here? Go away. Just leave me alone. Don't even talk to me about this. You see this thing here? Piece of crap. But I would rather they did it than not, because like I say, I like to laugh at bots as well. And some bots can be very, very hilarious. And absolutely why not? Now we've got to take some things off here. Now in the true in the spirit of Beast Wars, it's been a while since I transformed this guy. In the spirit of Beast Wars, little things come off and are reattached. And the little thing in this case is the tail. And it does become a nice weapon. And being a Megatron repaint, it's fine and proper that some large appendage should come off and be reattached to an arm. This is one of the earliest examples that I can think of transformation cheat. And I will show you what I mean in a second. Just going to go ahead and transform him in the usual way. No big shakes here. It's interesting because he actually has like a little holster here. You don't often get that in Transformers. But there was another Megatron repainted. Of course, the first Beast Wars Megatron. You see, I said it. No, I just lied again. The first Beast Wars Megatron was repainted into T-Rex, which I also have. So when I said he's the second, or what did I say, third, just completely ignore that, because I didn't do my research properly. Other Megatrons have been repainted into other bots. So what have we got? We have RID Bludgeon. We have, is it Beast Machines, Dinobots, T-Rex, who is a repaint of Beast Wars Megatron, yes indeed. And now Armada, yes, I'm getting the hang of it now. Armada Predacon, who's a repaint of Transmetal 2 Megatron. Okay, right, I kind of got the hang of it now. I think that's about right. Like I say, it's odd that I don't actually have Transmetal 2 Megatron. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. It's not that I don't want them, but I suppose sometimes when I have a mold, I think that okay, that's it. I've got it now, and I don't need another one. But having said that, this is the mold you should get. This is the version you should get second. The first one you should get is Transmetal Megatron, because I also have. I've got the Sandstorm, which is the repaint of Beast Wars Scorponok. But of course, you need to have Scorponok because he's very cool. You pull out the little hand-held section here, and there we go. We just put it into his hand. A nice little thing here, you can open up the tail. Now, this is... You all have seen a Transmetal Megatron. But this guy is noteworthy because... Just because of his bio, he is the Predacon occultist, and I like that. His little holster's cool because the tail attaches into this little section here, which you can just about see, and it does look like a little holster. This is the transformation cheat, because it does look like a T-Rex head. It doesn't actually look like the T-Rex of this T-Rex's head, because this is kind of a techno, well, it's more cybernetic than anything else. But the T-Rex head on his chest looks a little more organic than anything else. So that's the earliest example I can think of a transformation cheat. This is something that has only lately come into my mind ever since I got Cliffjumper from the very long line here. Prime Robots in Disguise Cliffjumper, not the first edition one, because he's got this chest cheat where you don't actually transform it, but it looks like it's been transformed, and I don't like that especially. Funny, this didn't bother me, and it still doesn't bother me. Why? Because you can take the cars and you can stick them on the side of it. And look, they're just going to... Oh, look at that. He's got a couple of droopy cars sagging off his... Oh, my God. Why didn't they give him a couple of nice little animal mini cons or something like that? Instead, look, they give him a couple of very, very silly motor cars. Oh God, that's just typical, isn't it? Whenever you wanted something that was just going to be so sweet and so right, they give you a little car, and I'm not a fan of them anyway. But this guy is very, very nice. Like a lot of bots that I've picked up recently, this guy would benefit massively from a few paint apps. You can see this silver doesn't look too bad at all, but it would benefit massively from just being dry brushed a bit. Interesting little thing here. This little section here will now take an Inner John Star, where the previous version of this, the Transmetal Megatron, wouldn't. That's what I read on TF Wiki. I do want to get the Transmetal Megatron. Like I say, I just haven't got it yet. You can see by looking at his face, he is obviously a quintessentially Megatron. Doesn't he actually, with his colors, he looks a little bit like a Optimal Optimus. Shattered Glass Optimal Optimus, anybody? Quite possibly. But nice bot all the same. But he had to come with these. I bought this guy new. He was in his box, and I was happy enough to look at the little cars in there and go, someone has snuck them in, twisty tied them on, and they have absolutely no... Oh, wait, no. They come with him. Funny, isn't it? It's nice. It's ridiculous. But I'd rather they did than they didn't, because it makes me laugh. Nice bot. Like it. Need to get Transmetal Megatron next. Splendid little guy. This is Armada Predacon. Repaint of Transmetal Megatron. He's an occultist. And why not? Good night.
Now that's what I call a